Now we can come off of this, twine over, and figure out the height on each end, and then I'll make sure it's level. Okay. Check this. Perfectly level. So now I just need to get level this way. Looks good. Sorry, this is the best angle I can get. I got way too much stuff in here around this. But what I'm going to be doing is this board's got a little bit of a twist in it. I'm going to be trying to force it. I'll start with one end. That one's actually pretty squared up. Get this all dialed in and nailed once I've got it squared up. And then shift it back and forth on this wood. They'll probably both be off of it. My guess is that I need to come this way a little bit. Looking at that, to me that looks right visually. I'd say that looks pretty accurate, so let's run the diagonals and see what we come up with. See if they're even. That's 247 and a half. Yeah, we're at 245. So I'm too far that way. I need to come back a little. So I did I'm going to do 246 and a half and double check it on the other way. Now to double check it and then triple check it. So I'm at 246 and a quarter. And I think I set that side up to be the same. I believe. All right, so they're at 246 on both sides, so I should be square, in theory. Well, good morning. It's Monday. So today I think I'm short one board. I got to find out what I got straight up there or what I can rework. I reworked all of these off camera because it took me all day yesterday to get these reworked to where they were decent. But I'm going to go ahead and get all but I think one put in. I have some brackets I'm short. I'll have to buy 4 more brackets, I think. I need like 8 more brackets. So I'm going to do all brackets on this side. Before I put the final board on this side, I can nail all of these in on this side. I'll put brackets under it later when I do my lateral supports. Initially, this is a bowed unit. All right, thought I'd take a second to tell you what I'm doing. I got my tractor here. I did a test on these two. I just put a little pressure from the forks on the bowed board, and it gave me enough tension that I could actually drop these down with a hammer and keep them in place to work them by myself. It's a lot easier. So that's why you're going to see me using the tractor. If this board was not bowed, it'd be great, but it's bowed. A lot of the wood from last year was bowed. All these pieces of wood I had to rework on my mill and on my planer, which I didn't do a lot of filming of it. If you guys are interested in seeing me go through the process of correcting boards that I've cut that may be a little out of whack, put that in the comments. I'd be more than happy to video that stuff if you want to see that too. I just didn't do it because I wanted to be busy and get it done, because everything's taken longer than I had anticipated it would. But at any rate, I figured it out. All of these boards are exactly the same length, so I know that this board is completely bowed, and it's not the outside board either. I've got one more board that's going to go on, because I'm doing double boards really close to each other, because I'm going to do that picture frame deck style, which means I need to have something to anchor to for that whole thing. Weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull the tractor up here. and press against this. I'll get you repositioned to see that. There's just enough pressure to do that. And I'm just going to do this just because I want to make sure it doesn't budge on me. Nice and tight that way. Alright, so I got some spacers to put in right here. They're going to go like this. And I marked it. There. Nice and tight there. Anyways, this big log is going to be the deck material. Let's go. Let's get back to work today. Come on. Well, good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm gonna mill that log today. I'm a little bit late due to the rains we had this week and just miscellaneous stuff. Some things I had to do I didn't expect, but thought, how about we get those fish out and take a look at those, and we'll start getting those smoked up. You can see they're a nice red. I got to rinse them off now. Okay. I need to put these in the fridge now a good hour, maybe a little longer, and then we'll bring them out, take another look at them. Up and on here. So this is going to be the boards. Put this on here yesterday. I don't know if I said anything about that, but anyway, I've took a level, made a line right across the pith here. I need to move it up a little bit, so we'll go ahead and get some of that going. Then I'll just double check my measurements. It's at 10 inches on the other end. I'm about 9.5 here, so, but as I lift this end, the other end could tip a little. Probably won't, but we'll see. I gotta change blades. There, that's right on it. And I'll come to the side and do the same thing. Right off that line right there. And do that at the other end too. We got to bring it up a couple inches on this side. It was thick in the middle, but we came out exactly right. It's just, whew, it's going to be heavy. Might be able to get all 4 of them in. Nice. If I can fit these guys in there, maybe. Oh yeah, these guys will fit in there. Of course, the bigger one won't. So you can see that'll be nice. So if you can picture that, how that's going to go all the way around the perimeter, then I'm going to put my boards inside. So now you can kind of get an idea. Of course, I'll need to cut this corner just right. Well, unfortunately, I've only got 2 more boards left to cut down there, and I screwed up and cut one of my boards too short once. Down below the camera is a little 45-inch piece of wood. I need about a 48.5-inch piece to complete this section before I can finish. So I'm going to go up to my scrap pile and see if there's something I can work with and manipulate down to what I need. And in the meantime, I'll get these nailed. I just put in, I got 2 more. I'll get those positioned, the longest pieces. Then I'll come back with whatever I can to get this complete so I can get this video out today. I know the video is getting out late. I apologize, but I really wanted to get this deck completed on this video so that you could see it done. It's going to be a really nice surface to work on, and it's going to be good looking. And then I'll put in a railing system later that I have lined up for, and we'll get to that after the walls are up, of course. Okay, I went ahead and pre-cut, got the ends cut. Now, see if we can get everything fit up right. We'll start with this and we'll work our way around. Nails. I have to put a line for this one too, because these overhang for the moment. I'm going to put fascias on. Just like that. Put these 2 down. Let's make sure they all, I got something going on here. I'm going to spin this around real quick. This board could be a little bit warped. I miscut a board. I had to go find another piece of my stuff laying around. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a warp to it. We'll see if we can't work through it. I'm going to do this real quick. I want to make sure everything's going to fit. Yeah, I haven't nailed that down. This all fits in here pretty snugly. I want to thank you for watching my video this week. Sorry for getting out late, but I wanted this deck done. So it's done except for a few nails around the outer perimeter. Once I get those done, I can, if we get some nice weather next week, and if I can find a brush, I will stain the deck. I don't know that that's going to happen until I can get I'd almost prefer to roll it. But a brush works too, and I don't mind that. So The only brush that I know of that's wide is the one I use for my oil. I could maybe clean it with some acetone and use it. So we'll see. But I want to get this stained right away. And I'm not worried about doing the interior floor right away. Later on, I'll stain it. But for now, it can stay unstained until I get stuff built. Thanks again. Hope you have a good weekend. Please smash that like button if you liked my video. Follow me if you're not following me. I have a logo at the end of my video, and I also have one off to my left here, the right side of your screen. So click on that and you can follow me, and it will notify you if you have the bell set up to notify whenever I have a video out. Usually on Fridays morning. I try to get them out by 9 a.m. This will be an afternoon video. Sorry, Sage. Alrighty, bye-bye.